To the computer. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl, the Queen D Washington, coming to you guys for another exclusive video known as Supermom D. And I just wanted to tell you guys that we are here for an amazing Q&A on Web Talk. So guys, I'm gonna let Teacher Andy take it away. But we got Teacher Tim, we got Scott, we got Daniel, we got Spider-Man Ritter, we got Martin. We're on the call today. This is going to be the most phenomenal event ever. We're already on a journey, guys. I hope you're listening. Take action, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to let Andy go ahead and take it away. Andy, are you there?
Let me. I'm kind of. Do you hear me?
Yeah, you definitely having a connection issue.
Yeah, he breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up, buddy.
Yeah. Oh no. All right, let's see.
And you're frozen.
You guys hear me now? Oh, jeez. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's just spotty, buddy.
I don't know what. I'm sorry. I was in a good area, but hopefully you can hear me. Does it sound now?
Yeah, it's a little muffled.
Yeah, I'd move a little bit.
I think he's off now. So, okay, so Teacher Tim, do you want to, kind of start talking about, some of the Q&A and, Web Talk, and while Andy's sorting out his internet connections?
Sure, Supermom D.
Okay.
And, I'm looking at the people here, and most of you guys, the active web talkers, understand what web talk is. There is one here, Miriam, who was just in a Q&A right before this, asking questions about web talk. So she understands now to be active over there, enjoy these interactive classes, discussions. Guys, we're here pretty much with all active web talkers. So Teacher Tim would just be ranting on something that you guys already know. We are creating something the world's never seen before. You guys know it. And something's running through Web Talk right now called the True Educational Evolution. It involves all of humanity. You're going to rip out a program that you think that this is just for teachers and students, even though you are noticing there are learners coming in that want to develop their English. You're going to understand that that is one global dream feel up, an idea that over 1 billion people want to learn English, and they want to learn it in the 21st century naturally, based on their facts of the past. Grammar and tenses first, put them to sleep. Now we are awaking them. So the Scott Gerrards, I want to share with you, Scott Gerrard, that the super engineers are becoming aware of Rising Entrepreneurs YouTube channel. Just yesterday, a Chinese computer engineer, he was listening to your Fiverr gig YouTube video. I left the English clinic, talked to the head professor, shared with him. He went in, the head professor noticed this, another department. He's like, this is beautiful. And then what happened? He was able to talk about what he was listening to. And that was the screenshot of the gig. What's a gig? And he also asked, what's an entrepreneur, Teacher Tim? See?
Question.
So, yeah, it really is, Daniel. Yeah. And Daniel, thank you for the energy in Web Talk, man, and YouTube and all these other platforms. You're absolutely amazing to see. You do match the energy that Teacher Tim gives out as well, so I appreciate that. Shaking your hand through energy is exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And so I just want to share with Scott Gerrard that the whole world is going to understand your beautiful honesty as you give out your wisdom through your experience. And you do it through the YouTube deal. You bring it over to Web Talk. We expand it. One more Chinese master super engineer now knows he's going to create a gig in Fiverr. He's going to get income through Web Talk bios because he's the coder programmer. And right after his midterms, he begins. And that's really what I want to share. Martin's here as well, another active web talker that has joined us. And guys, you all know the bigger picture. We are all not connected with each other. And this is why we're together, because we understand that Web Talk is today number one.
Mhm.
There is
I
no
got,
question. Yes.
I'm over there on the TikTok, guys. Our Web Talk hashtag on TikTok is well over 500,000 shares now. Well over. I think it's around 600,000 shares now. Just hashtag Web Talk. So
You've dominated that now.
Yeah.
So that's so what I heard when Tim was talking was the learners are coming in. We got the Fiverr gig and the Facebook, and then I've also got in the comments about why should we leave Facebook for Web Talk. So I just sort of want to put that all together, and I want to say, so the first thing, the learners are coming onto Web Talk, and I just see that this is the first time I have known online for a learner to be able to actually rank somewhere. Like what Daniel was just saying with the tags on TikTok, you can actually rank with Web Talk. So we can really dominate anything we are doing. So for me to give you an example, like it's not all online. So we've got like a lawn mowing business. Just pretend we've got a lawn mowing business. There's plenty out there, and you can go and compete with them all you want. You are not going to compete with them. They've been there for years. They've built that up. Today, like right now, if you wanted to start a lawn mowing business, you could go out and say, all right, I'm giving the first 100 or even 10 mows for free, or for a requirement from a recommendation on WebTalk. Sign up underneath you on WebTalk and engage with you on WebTalk. So we already know with WebTalk, we've got the ranking is going to be a lot to do with the recommendations. So if you're going to give 10 lawnmowers for free for just a recommendation in return, you are going to rank with lawn mowing. And that is inside WebTalk. Anyone that starts searching for lawnmowers in your area will come up to your page, and you've already got them first 10 recommendations. And not only have they recommended you, you might have lost a little bit of fuel and a little bit of products at the time of mowing the lawn, the first initial time, but now you are ranking in that. Now you've got the people that you just gave a free lawnmower kind of working for you in a sense. They are actually working for you, making you money. You are going to get it in return. And I see this in so many. So we've got the Fiverr gig. So this, like right now, is golden opportunity for anyone that's anything online can do. Like, I'm very nervous right now. I do not like talking in this. But yeah.
You're okay. You keep going. You are great.
Yeah, I ain't complaining.
But yes, there's like so much potential. And even Daniel, I got Daniel onto TikTok. How long ago was it when I mentioned TikTok to you? That was months ago.
December maybe?
Yeah,
maybe.
December. It was pretty early stages with TikTok, but I knew singing, TikTok, it goes together, okay? Like, people are ranking on TikTok, and that's going to stop. So there's a big, it's like a bubble. TikTok's a bubble. Right now, you can get a lot of search volume, but the more people that come on TikTok, the harder it's going to be to rank in these sort of tags. Daniel has dominated WebTalk tag early in TikTok. There will be a stage where you're not going to be able to rank. You go onto something like Instagram, you can't get seen unless you are there every single day. Unless you, a lot of the time, people are selling courses for thousands of dollars to teach you the algorithm. We are sitting here learning the algorithm as it is getting built. Like, there's so much power behind WebTalk. It's just like unbelievable. There's so much in it that this one Zoom meeting, like, you could literally go on with every, there's not one thing that you cannot dominate in with WebTalk. There's not one thing you can't. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, so is there any questions? Because I really don't know what to say, and I'm getting very nervous right now.
Yeah, I have some questions because personally, I never joined TikTok. My kids is on that thing, so I know that there was a lot of, I thought it was pretty much a social media platform to play and joke around, but obviously, I've been hearing a lot about entrepreneurship. They've been, kind of promoting, or making videos and talking about entrepreneurship on TikTok too as
Mm-hmm.
well. So if you can elaborate, TikTok a little bit more to me, the far as the entrepreneurship and the ranks and the tags, and how was you, was you able to engage people from TikTok to join Webtalk, and that kind of.
So what I've done for that is every video I make has a hashtag for WebTalk. It also, so I make duet videos here and there, because if I find a video that's got, thousands and thousands of views or likes, and I do a duet, that gets me a lot of views, which then brings in a lot of follows for me. And I have the WebTalk link in my description in my bio. So, videos, I throw in a slideshow with the ad pools, or my WebTalk rap song. I have that one on there. So I do that every few videos, and I can't say that I'm bringing people over, but in the future I plan to grow that following enough, and then whenever you search for WebTalk on there, you'll find me, and you hopefully come to my page and click that link in the bio.
Okay.
Did start out more and it's more aimed towards kids, but I'm seeing more and more adults on there doing more and more things. And I scroll through there, I see videos about the Robinhood app and things of that sort. There's a few of them I keep seeing about in the music industry, where you can buy my beats through this, just links in bio. So most people, I think, just write it off. And when I mention TikTok to them, they're like, haha, that's for kids. And they're just passing up an opportunity is all I see there. So when Scott showed me TikTok, and I got onto it. And then I have another buddy, his name's Brandon Willie. He's also a web talker. He's actually the one who figured out that code with the duets for me. And in 2 months, he's actually over 3,000 followers now on TikTok. He's actually the one who, he did one video that got a couple 100,000 views with that WebTalk hashtag on it, so that jumped us way up. So
wow.
Yeah,
it only takes that one video.
Right, it does. You go viral off of one thing, and then everybody knows your name all of a sudden.
Exactly. I agree with you. So yeah, that's powerful. And I might have to get my butt over there at TikTok. Just play around a little bit, maybe make some funny entrepreneur videos.
Yeah, always, where just like with anything else, those hashtags, you get the popular hashtags, that's how you get found.
Right.
And it's because when you start typing in your hashtags on TikTok and it pops up all the ones that have been used, it also tells you how many times that one has been shared.
Wow.
So there are the hashtag for yous have been shared over, it says 1,593.6 billion. So, for it to have 1,000 billion, what's that, a trillion? That's a lot of shares on something,
Yeah, definitely. So do you, you just post things that are entertainment, far as,
Right.
Okay, yeah, entertaining things, and maybe something funny or something like that too.
Exactly. And then you post those to get the views, but then you stick in the WebTalk videos in between, so that they might see my funny video, but then the next video pops up as something about WebTalk, so that should gain some kind of curiosity.
Right. Exactly. Okay, I got it. Yeah, so that's powerful. So I'm learning a lot, because I know TikTok is very popular. And I kind of want to be over there, kind of watching the kids, because they be having fun on there, and I'll be watching their little videos and stuff. So that'll be cool, and that will be engaging for us to get more content over at WebTalk. So that's one of the tips that everybody could utilize and being able to get more followers over there. So
as always, because it's new.
Yeah, right.
TikTok. I saw a graph earlier today where TikTok was just steady climbing, and
Right.
it was on the bottom still, but it was like the third one from the bottom after just a few months.
Right. But once they get the idea of what WebTalk is,
yes, we're gonna be on top.
Yes, we already gonna be there, but they're gonna be like, wow, they're gonna be like, wow, I didn't hear about this a long time ago.
Yeah,
with saying that too, that web. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Scott.
Whenever I mention the TikTok or Webtalk to people and how Webtalk's going to take over Facebook, they don't believe it. No, there's no way. Facebook's too big. I'm like, Facebook's another one.
My argument with that, when people say that Webtalk won't take after Facebook, there's no way possible it can't. When you think about it, every single time Webtalk brings in a new feature, they've already got what they put 3.9 million members currently. So every time they bring a new feature out, it's just more attractive for them already current members, not to mention all the hundreds of thousands we are bringing in every single day. But let's just pretend that Webtalk launched every single thing that they're planning on bringing out. Every single one of them 3.9 million members will come back, and then they will all be referring it. Now, 3.9 million people referring a program, it doesn't matter what it is. Everyone's going to see it. Like, if everyone right now on Webtalk was referring Webtalk, that's game over the next day. That's like instantly game over for any other social media platform.
Yep.
But it's just getting them back in, and we are. Like, after that ad pull, my feed is full. I used to be able to scroll through my feed in 10 minutes and read them all, but now it'll take, if I don't even like going to sleep because I wake up and my feed, I can't get through it all. There's just so much. And like, that's one feature. That is only one extra feature. They've still got another 6 that are in the back office that they bring in. It's like, when they are all back, it's going to be everywhere. You got everyone scrolling Facebook feed is only going to see this person posted on Webtalk. This person posted on Webtalk. This person posted on Webtalk. And this is going to be the same with Twitter, Slacks, and very soon Instagram and LinkedIn. Like, every other social media platform will only have Webtalk content. We are going to dominate the whole social media industry, online, full stop. No one will be able to go online in the future and not see Webtalk, and nothing will shut it down, because 3.9 million people, you don't want to piss them all off. Like, come on, you can't stop it. This is unstoppable. I just cannot see any possible future where Webtalk does not dominate the online space, full stop. Like, I just can't. I can't see it.
It's great. My Facebook says Webtalk. I love that. So let's explain a little bit for people who might see this later. What is the ad pool? Because I think personally that is one of the main things that will bring Webtalk to the top, is that ad pool, that free money for nothing, basically.
Yes.
And the marketplace, all the other things, it's like, wow, I love that. You guys are going to share everything in so many ways.
So, can you guys hear me now? Am I
Yeah,
clear
you're
again?
good now.
Yes, way better.
I was having to drive around to find a place that sounded right. Yeah, the ad revenue, what's really cool about that is, I talk to Tim a lot, and I say, okay, we have the hashtag March to a Billion. And when you think about March to a Billion, and you understand that only 1 million people will have 5 levels, when you think of 500 million people only making a penny a month and paying that to 1 million people, you do not have to have that much revenue.
Mm-mm.
Like, ultimately, you don't really have to have a whole lot of ad revenue to get, that penny a person. If you think about 1 penny per person, 500 million people are handing 1 penny to 1 million people. I mean,
that's wow. The math on it's got to be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm like, Tim knows, when I do math stuff, it takes me 5 hours to come up with the stuff. But what it's saying is if you think about at a penny, that's incredible. But when it's $1, I mean, the people and what
Right.
I love about what I love about, what RJ said is even by the end of this year, people will be making decisions about their jobs. That's a pretty bold statement, because I think, it's like Scott just said, when I look at the rewards, and when it's talking about people that are joining, it used to be, even like a month ago, it used to be like one here, one there. Now it's 20, it's 50, it's crazy how many people are joining literally every day now. And that is because just that little 0.0003 shows you that you just made more money than you did in the last 15 to 20 years of being on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the power of the ad rewards is, when you think about the ad rewards, when you talk to people and they say, well, why is Webtalk better than Facebook? Well, do you know how much money is being made by Facebook every day and every month? And people don't even know that. They think that Facebook is just this magical place where people interact all the time, and since they don't have to pay for it, no money is made. And when you start explaining to someone, look, Facebook makes $6, $7, maybe even $8 billion a month, and if half of that went to you, would you be happy with that? And people are like, that's crazy. Well, then they say, well, how is Webtalk going to work if they're giving away 50% to the users? And I said, well, it's very simple. Scott or RJ is not greedy. That's how it's going to work, because he said, I'll take 40% of 8 billion and be just fine in my life. So when we have this entity that says, look, we want to give to you 50% of our profits if you just invest $200. And if you think about it, if you invest that $200 and you're the first million, you're never going to have to pay that again. Yep. That to me is an insane statement as well. Because why wouldn't RJ say, hey, you have to pay $200 every year for the rest of your life? And no one's going to say no to that when they see the power of 5 levels. But he says, hey, thanks for being the first million. Thanks for doing that. You're going to get grandfathered in. You don't even have to pay that $200. So basically, you just paid $200. And for the rest of Webtalk's life, you will be making an incremental more money incrementally every month. And when we show something, and I showed I took a screenshot because I'm not gonna show screenshots every month or whatever. That's not what I'm gonna do. I really don't want people to see that, but I did want to just show it one time and I think that everybody should show it one time. And if you want to do it more, you can do it more. But to think about $8 in February is more than let's see, 2004 till 2020. So in 1 month.
But still.
What's that?
I said I'm up to 37 cents, but I mean, I've made zero off Facebook.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Think about this. You made what? You said 37 cents?
Yeah, that's what I'm up to now.
You made 37 cents. If there were 10,000 people making 37 cents underneath you,
it's insane.
It's insane. And so that's the thing is, every single person, if you're making 37 cents, it's still insane. Because the value of these 5 levels and all the ad rewards that's going to go into that, every time someone likes, everybody likes. Click, 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 all day long. People are clicking. Then comment. Everybody has a comment for something. Comment, 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 comment. And then people share. Yeah, people are sharing stuff. And one of the people that we have in our group, she says, I don't want to see all these posts all the time if people keep sharing it. But if you go to Facebook, you'll see the same post for the next 8 months.
That is
Yep.
just the start too. There will be more content as
Oh, yeah.
more people come in, and you won't be able to search the whole feed really. So that'll be all right then. Yeah.
Right. But if you look at Facebook, like you'll see like a news post or whatever, when it first comes out, everybody's got issues, you know, everybody's complaining, whatever. But then like months down the road, there's that one person that for some reason has never seen this post in their life. And they're like, oh my God, I just saw this post, click share. And now all the response for that is still part of your revenue.
I've seen posts that go back years. You know, I saw that post years ago, and somebody just shared it today. Something that I actually got asked just the other day is, how is Webtalk going to pay any members if it's free? Which I found to be a silly question, but you get it all the time, don't you? In which my response is, how does Facebook make billions if it's free? You know, how does Twitter, how does, you know, the TV channels, CBS, NBC, Fox, how do they make billions if they're free? Like, dude, that's kind of a silly question for you to ask me.
Yeah. But I think that I truly believe that people think like Instagram is just this app and it takes no money to run it, and it takes no money to keep it going, and nobody's making any money off of all the silliness that you put on there. Like TikTok, you do a stupid dance to make someone money. You are a minstrel, is what you are. That's all you are, is a little dancing person that's making money for someone who created this app. And I truly believe that as more and more people understand the concept of Webtalk, I believe businesses are going to have to change their business models, because they're going to see that people are understanding more about how much people are making money at the top as compared to down low. And you look at Amazon. Amazon, the guy makes, let's say he makes $10 billion, and he can't give $9 billion of that or $1 billion of that back to his employees as a bonus.
Isn't Jeff Bezos a trillionaire now? Or pretty close.
Yeah. But think about that. Think about that. If you were handed $10 billion and you had a massive company, and you couldn't even think about, like, you know what? I'll give $1 billion back as a bonus to everybody.
I'm okay with $5 billion. You know?
I'm still gonna have $9 billion to play with, and I think I could probably get through life with that. I'm not even gonna give them $1 billion. But what Webtalk is saying is, look, if we can make $1 billion, you're gonna get half of it. If we can make $2 billion, you're gonna get half of it. That's incredible. And so I think businesses are going to have to change their model, because as people get more and more involved, and these businesses start seeing that they're going to advertise in Webtalk, they might lose a little bit of money, a little bit more money than maybe in Facebook, but the content in Webtalk is leaps and bounds higher. If you look at like how people are interacting and what they're talking about and what they're doing, it's at such a higher level that I think that's going to change the way people, you know, interact as well, which just turns into more ad revenue.
And, you know, I actually believe Facebook has become a political place more now. It's so much politics in that platform. That makes me not even want to go there, you know?
Right. Well, and why would you go there anymore? Why would you go to Facebook if you know that you're going to get paid somewhere else? It's, you know, because we have messenger groups, and I keep telling people, why are you talking in messenger groups? Go to the news feed, make your post, and chit chat all day long in the news feed. Because every time someone responds to you, you just made money.
Yeah.
And when people realize this, when they get this through their head, all the stupid comments that you're putting in Facebook in a messenger group, and all the great comments, whatever comments they are, why do they not have them in the news feed in Webtalk right now? Because what we're doing is we're still supporting Facebook even though we're talking so much about Webtalk.
Yeah.
And I get it that we do need to, you do need to post, you do need to advertise, you need to make sure that people understand that you're doing something in Webtalk. I get that. But the messenger groups, no one's seeing the messenger groups. No one's advertising from outside, promoting Webtalk in a messenger group. They're just people talking. So why aren't you using the news feed to do all of your talking? And yeah, it's a public forum. Great. Can you imagine if one person signed up for Webtalk and went to the news feed and saw a post and then 2 days worth of responses and said, wait a minute, all those responses are valued as monetary value? They're gonna see the value when they get in there. Because when you look at Facebook, there might be 20 comments, but if you look in a messenger group, there's probably 20 comments in a minute. So guys, we have to start making a concerted effort to move the conversation into Webtalk. Move it into the newsfeed, even if it's a public place. Oh, I want to directly talk to, whoever. Well, no one's going to scroll through that to read every comment that you make. They're really not. No one really cares about your conversation that much. But I care about generating revenue, and especially for our group, starting to generate revenue for the teachers. And the only way that we're going to do that is by creating more and more news feed conversation.
Let me kill my mic here a minute, you guys. I got
Scott, just as far as the ad revenue and as far as like the point system, do you have any sort of like plan or idea how to maximize the point value? Because a thought that I've had is basically what I want to do is I want to look at where people are placed and say, okay, there's someone that has 5 levels. Okay, let's say they have 5 levels, so they're right here. So this person down here at the very bottom on level 5, if we make them have a post and everybody in the group responds to that and they get, let's say, 100,000 points. Well, that 100,000 points is still going to go up to the top. And then we look at the next one, the next one, the next one. And what we do is we say, person at level 5 that, let's say, they need to make $200 in a month.
I think in the sense
get them to get that, then we won't have to work so hard for the people going up to get them to their value that they want per month, right?
Yeah, but the price slice, if there's like, let's just say we got a lot of like one post and there's comment, but let's pretend they're all pro members. The price slice will actually decrease in value, if you know what I mean, because they're already on the platform. Like a lot of us, we're on the platform all day. Some of us are on the platform all day, but we've got to try and increase the ones that aren't on the platform as much to come on for longer, which will increase the value of the actual price slice itself, if you know what I mean. So the more ad impressions for the newer members and that sort of stuff, because if we're already on the site, it's not going to increase the value any, even if we continuously comment. But if we get like the free members, so all your free members, keeping them on the platform will increase the value. But like,
right, that's what I'm saying. The free members are the ones that we would do all the commenting on and all the interacting with, because that would give them a ton of points. But we still know that that's going to go to the people that are the 5 levels. So the people who are free members, those are the people that we would really focus on to get that ad revenue growing, so that they will go and tell their friends, look, I didn't even pay, and look at what I made.
Yeah. So yeah, increasing theirs, and yeah, that'd give them more incentive to go actually and refer it as well, and that will, your price slice will actually increase in value. Like you'll see, it's pretty low at the moment.
Yeah.
That's mainly because the majority of the users on the platform are pro members. Like a lot of the free ones sort of come in, go off. Some don't even finish their profile. They don't even they give up before they try, I like to say. But like, yeah, if we increase the engagement with all the free members, so yeah, concentrating on your free members will increase your value a lot. So you got a lot of people, I'm going to use John as an example. Like, he wants engagement, but he won't actually engage, but he doesn't realize him not engaging on his downtrend will not encourage his downtrend to stay on the platform. He's got a pretty decent downtrend. Like a lot of us early users do have a decent downtrend. Now, unless we are actually encouraging the downtrend to stay on, so engaging, whether we are making or not, and you do, by the way, if I comment on someone in my downtrend, I get matching points as well as my 1 point for commenting.
Right.
A lot of them don't see that, and they say, no, I want to build engagement. Like, they try and build engagement groups, all this sort of stuff. But instead of, if you just engage on your downtrend, they will be encouraged to stay on because you just made them money. Even someone else's downtrend, it doesn't matter. You see a free member, write him. If you've got something to say about that post, say it, because he makes money. Whether he's on your thing or not doesn't matter, because by him staying in the platform, it increases the amount of money going into the ad pool, which increases our ad pool slice value. And that's what we really need to do, boost that slice value up. So by doing that, just trying to get people active in the platform is all we can do. Like,
Scott, I think that's what you've been preaching for a long time, is don't be selfish, people. And I see that with John. It's selfish. It's hey, everybody, create this ad rewards group to, everybody support everybody. Well, that's fine, but if you turn this into a job for me, like, that's what on that. Like,
well, there's too much telling, not enough showing.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing is, if you look at shoot, I don't even know her name, but there was a lady that has 29,000 people that I'm guessing she used a funnel to get them all in there, and she only made like $1 or $2 with the slices of pie. Now our group is much smaller, but people made more money than her.
Yeah,
I got 210 in my downtrend, and I've actually, at 37 cents with 210 in my downtrend, compared to, what is that, $1 something with thousands and thousands. That shows right there, the engagement's what really matters.
Yep. And that's what's cool about it, is right now the engagement is what matters. And, the people that have a ton of people in their downline, when those people finally realize that there's value to this and they start using it, of course their value is going to go up. But I still think that the engagement and connecting and building solid groups just by interacting and talking and all that is going to definitely build a stronger team for sure in the future, because looking futuristically, guys, like let's say the travel portal, what I think is going to be really cool about the travel portal is creating a page or a group or whatever once we can do that, that's just based on travel. And so when someone says, I want to go somewhere, and 10 people, 20 people want to go on vacation to the same place, all you got to do is start engaging in comments and information and whatever, so that you're building up revenue that's going to pay for the travel. So you can go to the travel portal and say, okay, this trip is going to cost me $1,000. Well, what do I have to do to get $1,000? Well, if I have 10 friends that are all below me, all I have to do is give them $100 and I've made my 1,000. So what are you going to do? You're going to interact with all those people and build that up. And then it's going to be very easy to meet those monetary goals that you want to travel. And so more and more people are going to use this travel portal because they realize engagement is what is going to get them the money to be able to travel for, much cheaper or for free.
Right. I love that the marketplace that they're planning, give 1% from the marketplace. Oh my God, I know so many people that just buy so much crap from Facebook. And I burn wood to heat my home. I bought wood off Facebook Marketplace for my house. You know what I mean? So that $40 payment of wood to somebody else, and then someone else is going to get what, $4 from it,
Right.
or
Right.
whatever it is, 1%. So I mean, that's crazy right there.
Well, and that was another thing I was talking to someone that had has a small business and was talking about getting involved, and they said, why would I go onto a site where I have to give up 1% of my sales? And I said, well, here's what you do need to think about. If you sell something for $700 and you lose 1% of that, you're paying like $35 basically to 5 people. I said, so $35, if you paid those same 5 people to work at your store for a day, how much would you have to pay 5 employees? Well, you've got 5,
over $9.
you've got 5 people. You've got 5 people that are promoting your business daily because they have a vested interest in your 1%, but you're not having to pay them. So why wouldn't small businesses get into this? Why wouldn't a big business get into this? Because when you think about it, the 1% that you pay out is nothing compared to having to pay for 5 employees.
Exactly. This is going to be world changing, I think.
I do. I
think the way it all works. Yes, I do believe that.
Yes, definitely life changing. Now, I got a girl on here. Her name is Blessing Wiggins. She's my she just signed up for Webtalk not too long ago. So kind of just Daniel, why don't you kind of enlighten her on what's to come with Webtalk in the future and why we are so excited about Webtalk? Because I mean, she's very new to the platform, and either Daniel or Andy, one of y'all, or Scott, can enlighten her about, Webtalk and what, why we are so excited and why we are, talking about the engagements, because I've been sharing some of her content. So has Ritza. He's definitely been sharing some of her content too on Webtalk.
I got to say, just like I said just now, Webtalk is going to change this world, and it's just because they are willing to, RJ is willing to give us that 50%. And no one else has ever done that. There's no social media that exists. You don't have to first grow a following of, what's Facebook, 10,000? Plus then you got to get, 300 minutes or 3,000 minutes of your videos viewed or whatever. And then YouTube, you got 1,000 followers or with, what is it? Scott, fill me in. How many hours is it with the YouTube that before you get monetized?
4,000 hours.
4,000 hours.
Shoot.
So just coming onto Webtalk, signing up for free, finishing your profile, and engaging, you're monetized right away. You don't have to gain.
After April. Game over after April.
1,000 followers first. It's crazy. That right there is just the ultimate power. And you're monetized with everything. It's not just the engagement. You're going to get, if you completed your profile, enrolled in that, then you're going to get referrals who upgrade to pro. You're going to get that. The monetization there is just crazy. It comes from so many places in Webtalk that I think people are crazy not to even consider just joining this thing.
With the YouTube, what you're saying as well, like if you are using Webtalk tags, like you do your own content and stuff, but like bring Webtalk into your videos and that sort of stuff, use Webtalk tags. Webtalk, after they launch the app and they go actually live, they are running their own campaign with millions of dollars. The amount of traffic that is going to bring to YouTube searching Webtalk, like anything to do with Webtalk, they're going to be searching it. And you're going to be showing up. Reason being is because I'm probably the biggest YouTuber at the moment that is on Webtalk tags. And if you have a look at try and rank in an Instagram tag on YouTube, you cannot. It's impossible unless you've been doing it for years or you are a big YouTuber. Now, you have got the upper hand to rank in these sort of tags and get seen and come up in people's recommendations as they're searching Webtalk after April when they launch the app and actually run their own campaigns. And I can tell you there's going to be millions of people searching for information about Webtalk. Not only that, the main reason I believe you should be on Webtalk, and that's to do what you want. And what I mean by that is like, when you go on the weekend, what do you want to do? That's the type of content you want to get and you want to post, and then you want to claim them tags. So if you like surfing, you want to go and surf on the weekends, take photos of yourself, do whatever you do, and then post that content throughout the week inside of Webtalk, and use tags inside Webtalk like surfing on the weekend, whatever brand your surfboard is, that brand, and then surfboard, that sort of stuff. Because then when people come into Webtalk, and I mean everyone online will be in Webtalk one day, I can guarantee you that, you'll be the first person to dominate these tags inside Webtalk. If someone's looking for a new surfboard, they're going to type in surfboard inside Webtalk, your profile is going to come back up. And if you've got some sort of dropshipping surfboard store inside your description, you are going to get sales from being the first people up. And we are, like us early adopters, can claim these tags. And I am surprised how many people are not doing it. This is probably the biggest opportunity inside Webtalk, is anyone that starts posting content around what they want to do now and tagging it will dominate that niche in the future. After April, when it goes live, you're going to be the first coming up in the search results. And I can't see anything more powerful than that.
Wow.
Scott, would you be able to make a YouTube video for that? Because I really think that what is very interesting about this is that you're exactly right, except most of us don't even get that. That's what it truly is. I don't think that we understand the power of being the first person to, take a tag or take a hashtag and start using it for us and making it connected to us. Because when 100 million people show up, the people that were in before it was even a million are going to be the first people. And even the first 10 million, I feel like the 10 million people, even 10 million is not that many people. And so, I think that we don't get it. I don't think that we get it. Maybe if there's a way that you could show how that works, maybe in a different social media, like if someone typed in a certain hashtag or a certain name or tag or whatever you're talking about, and how it sends them to certain people, maybe people that are getting into Webtalk would understand that a little bit more. Because when you did the Fiverr video and I watched it, I was like, I've heard of Fiverr, and I know kind of what it's about. But when you were like, look, people are going to want to figure out Webtalk really fast, and you could be that person.
I think just someone's actually got a sale.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
I can give you an example. Myself, if you go to Webtalk right now and search singer, you're gonna find me. I come up over Flowrider or anyone else who's been trying to get that tag, and I'm #1. Even over Nicki Minaj, which is probably a fake account, but I still love that because I don't. But and don't limit it to just YouTube, guys. This works for every platform. If you're on there and you're using those Webtalk tags, it's gonna rank you.
In saying that as well, what Daniel was saying, he comes up #1 in singer, but let's just say, Eminem, he's widely searched on every platform. Check out Google Trends, type in Eminem, type in Beyonce, type in Nicki Minaj. They are all highly searched. No one has made any sort of pages, fan-based pages around these people, because I can guarantee there's going to be billions of people typing in Nicki Minaj when they come into Webtalk. She's not in there yet, so she won't be coming up. But you have all your fan photos, and you can go get her video clips off YouTube, post them, and put her tags, Nicki Minaj, and then write Nicki Minaj and the song name, that sort of stuff. When they type in Nicki Minaj, they are coming up to you. And if you are a full fan page dedicated about Nicki Minaj, who are they following? You.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that is proven. They will be searching her name. Every single famous person will be getting searched. I actually use it with all my quotes. If you've noticed, I'm doing quotes. And in my quote, it's always got the name of who said the quote. I hashtag their name, so if someone comes in and searches their name, I come up. It's and I use a different name every day on a different quote. So, you know, I see, like, got to really think future-based with Webtalk, because anyone that's not thinking future-based isn't getting the results they want fast, and they're leaving. But if you really think about what can I turn this, what I'm doing today, into in 10 years' time, we already know everyone online will be on Webtalk. That is a fact. I can promise you that. Just because of the power of this sharing to all these other platforms, as soon as everyone starts, imagine every active member doing that every day already. It's going to spread. People are going to see Webtalk, Webtalk, Webtalk. So the search volume is just going to increase. The amount of people on the platform is going to increase. We know what the people are going to do before they're going to do it. That just gives us like pretty much superpowers. I'll call it a superpower. We know what everyone in the world is going to do before they are doing it.
Asked her name a common misconception about herself, and she answered like this.
And around where I live, actually, there's a country rapper. He's getting very popular. His name's Upchurch the Redneck. Over on TikTok, I found his page. Before he ever even joined TikTok, he had over 1 million shares of his hashtag, just for this reason that you're speaking of. You know, and people were making videos and they would tag him in it. And he actually said, "What do you guys owe me some money?" And he was joking, of course. But I mean, that's a great example. The guy never been on TikTok. He goes to TikTok. He's already on there 1 million times shared because of other people.
And they grew.
Right. He was already grown because of that, you know, and he's, of course, grown further. Have we got any more questions?
Hey guys, good evening, guys. So today is my first time to, you know, to get the chance to meet Sky. We meet on site Webtalk, and I know he knows just the name, but he never see the face. And Mr. Johnson and Mr. Martin and all of you.
Teacher Tim, I had to come back from South Korea and pop in. I had to leave at the big point of Teacher Andy with the engagement and what Scott was sharing about the development of Webtalk and how we're going to bring in people and how we're going to build up the advertising revenue from $500 beautiful dollars to unlimited dollars. We're doing it right now. We're engaging right now. We build up Webtalk through engagement naturally there. People see it. They're going to want to join. And that money that you guys are after through your passion, it's going to grow. RJ set it at 500. Just to set it at 500. Just to test. Just to let you guys know that 1 penny is more than Facebook and Instagram. To the world, 1 penny is more than you guys have ever earned, except Facebook. Super Scott. So let's bring it back for Scott. And I love the beauty of him, how he even says he's nervous here, and Tita Tim's laughing because it's from the heart. I love that.
Just you know, I want to show just to believe people who are on Webtalk, you know, believing on something that can grow it.
Correct. The global stage of Facebook, bringing people on the video to talk to them, brought us closer together. Facebook gave us the opportunity. YouTube not give that opportunity with YouTube live broadcasts. They don't have. You just chat. Facebook gave us the game changer. Now we're at another game changer. So that we should be thankful for Facebook as we bring it down. Scott, go ahead.
Hey, Scott. This is something I think that, you know, people on here would. I think we need to hear from you. Is, you know, what are you doing as far as like the next step? Because we're advertising and pushing this whole idea of like you should get involved. It's gonna pay. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be ad revenue. Blah blah blah. Now we're there at ad revenue. What's the the next kind of level that you're going to look at? I mean, I know that you want to do that. You're talking about hashtags and kind of finding the different ways to kind of infiltrate the other social media. But what are some things that you're going to start doing to do the next level, to kind of get people, okay, we told you ad revenue was going to start. It did. What are we going to do next? What are you going to do next?
Well, I'm slowly building to the end goal. So I'm slowly bringing everything around Webtalk. If you've noticed that with my YouTube, I'm slowly merging it all into Webtalk personally. But with that next one, so we've got the travel. I don't know, this is going to be sort of more to do with referring it. So to increase referrals, anytime you see a problem and you can fix a problem, and Webtalk can fix a problem, that there opens up an opportunity. Like my last video that I did was specifically to get more referrals, and it's pretty much a big clickbait, 100% true, but that's the thing with Webtalk, we can do it 100% true. Now, I've got earn money online today, and big today, because everyone's looking for instant results. Now, I've gave them what they're looking for, and I believe with the travel, so this is, like I said, for referring, that's going to fix a whole nother problem. And the thing is, you're going to have, when travel gets launched, you're going to have a lot of competition, because people are going to be running ads. And every time, so if I go to fly to Sydney tomorrow, I go searching for a flight, I could nearly guarantee it, there is going to be a Webtalk ad pop in my face saying world's cheapest flights. Like, that's a big, big opportunity there. There's another thing that I wanted to touch after I heard Rissa talk. That this teaching thing that you guys are doing, you and Teacher Tim and all that, that is a media story. I don't know if you've realized it yet, but it is literally a story that will make it on the media. Webtalk has opened a gateway to allow teachers to teach everyone worldwide 100% free. When what you're doing gets out, and it's only going to take one person to notice it and realize the potential of that story, that is a huge, and I mean a huge story for the first, whatever media gets that story, congrats to them, because that's a big story. Like, I think you realize how big it is. Like, you're always going on about it and stuff, so you actually know how big it is. But when you really think about it, how many people out there cannot get educated but have access to online? Webtalk is paying teachers to educate those people. So those people that can't get any sort of education out there can now get education if they've got the internet. And it's not even, you don't even have to do it for free. You're going to be able to get support by educating. Like, but yeah, my next step is more, I'm really going into Webtalk. I just know how much is coming up with Talk, and you'll see with high tickets. So I'm not going to sell high tickets. There's no need to with Webtalk. But you can see there's people paying $2,000, $10,000 to learn a platform. Even Facebook, there's people out there today teaching people for thousands of dollars how to grow to 1 million followers on a Facebook page. So, and they can pay that, like, some of them are charging big money, and there is high demand. Now, you think of that demand with Facebook having 1 million following Facebook page. Now, imagine if Facebook was paying you to have 1 million following Facebook page. So the demand for the Webtalk is going to be much higher than Facebook. And the thing is, anyone that buys any sort of high ticket like that for Webtalk will get their money back from just the ad revenue. So, like, I'm really taking advantage of what is coming up in the future with the Webtalk searches. I see, like, there's people searching for like, you just type in how to get 1 million followers on Facebook. Type that in Google, have a look at the first results that come up. That video is being viewed millions of times. And then scroll down into his description, go into it. I guarantee he's got some sort of funnel that sends you into some sort of high ticket program where you pay to learn the algorithm of of Facebook, sorry. So, and that is to get a Facebook page that most probably won't bring you back any income, like, unless you know what to do with your 1 million followers. 1 million followers is nothing if you don't know what to do. But with Webtalk, 1 million followers is life-changing for anyone. Like anyone with 1 million followers on Webtalk is going to be a very, very lucky person. Like whether they are referring it, whether they got people underneath them or not, just having 1 million followers on your page, and I'm pretty sure they're bringing pages and groups in the near future. Like I don't know how the ad revenue is going to work with them, but like I dare say that whoever owns that group or whoever owns that page is going to get the ad revenue. So, and there could be multiple people that own it. There could be 5 people that own one page, and the ad revenue is going to get split out for them. Now imagine teaching somebody to, like, how much, just think of it. So 1 million followers on Webtalk, how much do you think that's worth? So that could be, that's endless opportunity. That could be over 100K a year easy, like just from ad revenue alone, not to mention a lot of other stuff like that you'd be selling to your people and that sort of stuff. So to get $100,000 business, annual year business, like buying it offline, that's a big chunk of money. That's going to cost you a lot of money to buy a business like that. So to teach someone to get a business like that, like there's going to be so much people are going to want to know Webtalk. So I'm slowly merging everything in. So I will be teaching Webtalk. I want to be the main person people go to learn Webtalk in the future. And right now, early stages is giving me a chance to learn all this stuff, get used to these live sort of things and have my heart racing as I talk. Now, well, it's not so busy, because I guarantee a Zoom like this in the near future, like use just how you do Zooms all the time, people will be lining at the door for them. Not only that, they will be throwing money if you were to ask for it. If you said $20 for the password, I can guarantee you are going to be making hundreds of sales, because people are going to want to know everything about Webtalk. Right now they don't, because it's not like a huge social media platform. But if this was about Instagram, think of it, if this Zoom was about teaching you something about Instagram and you had 1 million followers on Instagram, how many people do you think would be here? And in the future, all of us early adopters are going to have that sort of following. We're going to have that sort of proof. Not to mention there's a leaderboard coming up. Being on that leaderboard alone, people are going to want to know what you are doing, and they are going to be offering you whatever you want for it. If you know, it's like we are in a position where we can charge, we can do it for free, but all I know is the more we learn, the more we implement inside Webtalk, the more we try. It's pretty much right now we're in the try and fail. Try this, try this, try this, try this. Find out what works now so we know for later, if you know what I mean. And that's what I'm really concentrating on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and for everybody that's listening, if you've heard any of our Zooms and us talking, every Zoom I tell people, you need to start following Scott. You need to follow Scott. You need to watch his videos. You need to listen to exactly what he says to do, and then you need to do it. And, you know, I say that because I feel like there's so many of us that just don't even think about these things. Like, you know, like I'm not a huge hashtag person. It's a waste of time to me. But when I watched your video, I was like, shoot, man, this hashtag, whatever hashtag I come up with, it's mine now. It's mine with 4 million people. And if Webtalk is 2 billion people at some point, it will always be mine. And it'll always be the first. And so that was really, you know, powerful for me to go, okay, I got to start doing this. I got to start thinking about this. So, you know, I went through my Instagram, added the Webtalk travel to every travel pic, you know, because, you know, I was looking at it and it was funny because every time I clicked on it, it would say, okay, 11 Webtalk, you know, hashtag 12. And I'm just thinking to myself, this is crazy because he's exactly right. On this platform, Instagram, the only person that's putting up this hashtag is me. And I'm going to start putting up more and more pictures and stuff of my travels and do that because for me, the travel portal is going to be, I'm going to be focused on that a lot. And so, you know, I thank you for one, coming and joining us, and Daniel coming in and talking and, you know,
yes,
you know, giving us ideas because, you know, everybody, you know, is here to be successful. you know, Scott, guys, if you don't know Scott, if you haven't seen what Scott's been doing, and with his, you know, Facebook page about, you know, the Webtalk on rising entrepreneurs and stuff like that, he is here to help. And there's not a lot of people that are just going to help you with little to no return. I don't see that there's a lot of people that are like that. And so I really appreciate you coming in and talking. I'm going to have to go, but guys, there's another Zoom. I'm going to do a Zoom at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. It's going to be you know, there's some new people that I have coming in that I'm going to talk to, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about, you know, what we've been talking on this Zoom, because people need to hear this, and people need to hear, you know, the amazing ideas that you have. And if you guys aren't watching Scott's videos, you're crazy. I really believe that, because this
Right.
this platform is, when people were using MySpace, I remember that time. And when they changed to Facebook, and everyone was like, you know, it was like when they were starting to go from cassette tapes to CDs. Everyone was like, I really like dealing with all the things that cassette tapes do that screw up in my stereo. But then, when they realized what the CD could do and what Facebook was going to do, all of a sudden, it was this wave. Well, now the wave's coming, guys, because people are wanting to get paid. And I don't care if it's $5, 37 cents, whatever, it's more, and it's coming. And like he said, if you can get 1 million people now, I always tell people, and I truly believe this, if you get one person to sign up in Webtalk, consider it 1,000 at least.
Nope.
Because those people are going to talk at some point. So when you think of, if you could get 1 million, that means you could get billions. I mean, it really is. And so that's what I always feel is, if I can get one person, if I can talk and talk and talk and get that one person, at some point, that's 1,000 people. And I only had to do work for that one person. And I had to make it so they knew exactly what to do, how to do it, you know, what the benefits are. And so please, guys, listen to me on this. Watch his videos, subscribe to his YouTube, support him there, support him on Webtalk, support him on all these other things, because when you do that support, he is helping you guys a lot.
Yep.
And he's helping all of us. And I truly appreciate you coming in. D, if you want to keep going with this,
Yeah,
that's cool, and ask more questions,
yeah.
that's fine. I gotta go, but 9:30 p.m. tonight, we're doing another one. All right?
Okay, yeah. So, guys, if you're hearing Teacher Andy, y'all can tune in on that 9 o'clock call. What is it? 9:30? 9:30? You're mute.
Yeah, he said 9:30.
Okay, yeah. So, what
Sorry.
we could do?
Yeah, 9:30 on Teacher Tim.
Okay. All right. What we could do right here, Scott, if you don't mind posting your information in the channel, you know, in the chat, so that we can, because I know you guys got to end. We got to end this call soon, and I know you guys got things to do. And Daniel, Scott, it's definitely an honor to have you guys on the call today. I really appreciate you taking your time out. We want to make sure that we get the people that are new here to follow you, because you got some great content, and you are absolutely right about them tags. Because, you know, when I was on Instagram, I was noticing, you know, the tags, you know, and I know how important it is to, you know, utilize that stuff, because that can definitely bring us more followers. And you also touched on a point too, when you was talking about, you know, how many times if we do these like group sessions, or, you know, how much money we could actually make by doing that. You know, if, you know, they know who we are, you know, we could, you know, utilize, you know, that and earn income by that too, you know. So that was powerful too. So yeah, thank you, Scott, for that. If you guys in the chat, make sure that you get this YouTube link, and we're going to end this call. And if anybody's got any more questions pertaining the Q&A of Webtalk, just, you know, you can open up and say something real quick, but we're not going to hold this conversation too long anymore. We're going to kind of end this soon.
Yes,
So,
sorry, I have one question to Sky. Sky, my question is here, what about the free users? How they can get the how they will be engaging with other people? Like now, I'm not I'm a pro user, but I have some free users. So sometimes they ask me about this question: how they will be get paid in the future. Can you share this a little bit with us?
Well, free users get the exact same pay as what us pro members do. They just only have one level. So we've got 5, they've got 1 level. So anyone they refer, they will earn off, and they'll also earn off their own. But as I said, that's not the earning from Webtalk isn't the biggest opportunity. It's building something inside Webtalk at these early stages is what they really want to concentrate on. That alone is going to build their engagement in the future anyway. So claiming tags now might not be getting the best results now. Building some sort of niche now might not be the best results now. But as I keep saying to everyone, look towards the future because people are coming, mass amount of people are coming, and you really want to just concentrate on building up and referring it, getting as many people underneath you as you can, whether you're pro or not. And if you can't afford to go pro, with luck, one of those people underneath you might actually lock in your bonus for you. So but that won't happen unless you are referring it. So if you're not referring it, you're literally potentially might be missing locking in that bonus from somebody else. So I really suggest concentrate on referring it, and like outside the platform and inside the platform, build something. So everything outside the platform, like what I suggest is everything you do outside the platform should be to get people onto the platform. Everything you do inside the platform should be what you want to do. So like right now we sort of work and get people into Webtalk. In the future, Webtalk is our income. So like, and it doesn't have to be engagement points. It doesn't have to be travel points. It can be just something that you've built up inside the platform or even outside the platform, but you've utilized the platform to grow it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, really concentrate on building something in the platform and bringing more people in. And that's probably the best, I forgot what I was going to say, the word, but best advice.
Yep.
Yeah. And my second question is about connecting with other people. As you know, inside Webtalk is the same as when you are on Facebook. So people send you requests that you don't know them. So what about connecting with people? Like we can say now, Superman D. She's an entrepreneur. She's she's have she promote like a cash effect. I meet her and I love that. So with connecting with her, to connect with different people that can maybe to promote more her her marketing people. But if she stay in the same just to connect with people that she invited. So I would like to make us clear about that. If I'm here, I can connect with anybody that inside the Webtalk.
So you're saying you want to connect with more people?
Yes. What about that?
Get noticed. Like get noticed. So who you want to connect with, they probably don't notice you yet, but if you might not be able to comment, but like, share, engage with them, get noticed, be in everyone's presence. If everybody is seeing you, I get connection requests all the time. I can't accept them all because I don't know who they are. And majority of the time, they just want to spam my inbox. But the ones that I actually notice, I will connect with. So the ones that are really giving out as much as they want in return, they will build a large connection. You don't really need many people to connect with, but you more want to attract people that are interested in what you are going to be building. So let's just say you're interested in crypto. You don't want to go and attract like people that are just not interested in crypto. You want to attract a crypto community. If you're interested in surfing, you don't want to go get a cowboy to follow you. You want to attract a surfing community. So really engage with those that are in the same sort of niche as you, that interest as you, and engage with them. Be noticed. Post that content. Just get yourself noticed. Be seen. That's like, all you got to do is get seen. And I'll say that all the time. It's more important to be seen than it is to be right.
Okay. That's thank you very
powerful.
much. Thank you for.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
with
Thank
that
you.
being said,
Yeah.
does anybody have any more questions? Because we're going to end this call. Anybody have any more questions? So guys, I want to thank you for today's call.